Okay, well, there's a new event, and I want to do it. I did the whole quest to get it set up just because they're usually kind of boring, and I wasn't wrong on this one. It was pretty typical. Nothing's very special. I mean, we get to see all these people, but that's pretty much it. So yeah. Now I want to do all parts of this event, but I don't know how I'm going to do the entire event because as of when I'm recording this, there's 4 here. I think 6 of these and 4 of these. So depending on how fun each of them are, I'll do more or less depending. I think the combat one is probably going to be the one we spend the most time on because that just seems to be the one, like that seems to be like the most interesting. But I want to do the puzzle one first. I think I'm going to do the first couple of these. Yeah, I think that this will be fun. So it's been, I mean, it hasn't been that long since we did since there was a big event, but this one is here. And there is the overarching story, which I think I've seen clips of it. I think I have. I've seen a lot of Kave stuff. I know Hatham's in it later. So what we just kind of have to. Oh, I see. We have to Oh, got it. Okay. We have to set this up. So we do have to set this up like. Can I reset this? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you just pick them up. That's actually kind of fun. I kind of like that. It's pretty simple, but I definitely think this could get pretty deep. I do kind of wish you didn't have to pick up the obstacles you put down. I kind of wish you didn't have to physically like pick them up. The cauldron freezes. Okay. So I definitely think it might be better if you didn't have to pick them up because like I don't know, if you just kind of had them in your menu, it might be a little better. Maybe just need to put this here and then maybe it'll just bounce over. Yeah, okay, that worked. I mean the wall. Okay, we're good. We got it. Cool. This is kind of fun. I like this one. I definitely like this one. Okay, that works. Sure. Okay, that worked. I kind of wish that this was you have to get it set up to go through the puzzle all at once and you can't like manipulate it in it count, but it is what it is. I definitely think the weighty thing doesn't really make much sense to me. Doesn't really make much sense to me, but oh, you can use the immovable one to give them. Why are there two? Maybe that'll work. No, I need speed before it. Definitely. So we grab speed, put speed here, and then we just have to swap ice across, I suppose. It gets the weight, activates the ice. Take the ice, put the ice here. Then it'll get blown across, grab the star, hit the speed, hit the jump, go all the way across. There we go. Oh, nice. That one was that one was good. That was a good challenge. A nice puzzle, right? That was a nice puzzle. Oh, okay. What about this one? I don't know where this
Hey
is like
there,
at all.
ready to
Oh, I have to go all the way over here. Okay, I hope the quest doesn't activate. That will suck. I will hate it. Because like there's a quest over here to. Okay, no, I think we're good. But there's like the main story needs you to go over here, and I don't want to do that right now. Oh, it's just a spirit stream thing. That's kind of not cool. Well, I kind of think, yeah. So you want to switch between them depending on what track you're going to. Okay, there's more gameplay than a normal spirit spring thing. That's definitely for sure. Okay, that actually kind of makes it interesting because like normally, the spirit springs were a thing when Natlan released, right? and they are pretty simple, and they don't make for the most fun. They don't make for the most fun challenge because they're very on rails, but that makes you think more. I definitely remember. I remember the last big Sumeru event. I think was the Flower Festival. No, it wasn't the Makawa Flower Festival. There was just like one festival. I think it was like Nahida's birthday or something. And that had the game mode that was just Subway Surfers, but you were in a carriage. But that game, that game mode was so much fun to just kind of turn your brain off because you could go really far. Like you could go way farther than you needed to for the actual like event rewards, and it was so much fun to do. Okay, these are pretty easy, and I guess the one statue access is all of them, so I don't have to worry about that. This definitely evolves the Spirit Spring gameplay, and this also might be why, like a while ago, there was those Spirit Spring glitches in Sumeru. Like the Spirit Springs were just in Sumeru for some reason. I assume this is why, because they made it, they put it here, right? There we go. This is pretty easy. I like it though. Obviously, the combat is going to be the most interesting part, but hey, you got to do all of it, right? I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. I thought that this. I thought this. Obviously, I didn't know what this was going to be, but it didn't sound very interesting during the setup. So, oh man, I failed that. I actually failed the complete within 45 seconds. That sucks. Well, whatever. I'll do that myself. I'm not gonna worry about that. Man, we're still not done with these. This has to be the last one. There were only 6 of these that I had to do. So, oh yeah. By the way, we are very close to AR-59. We're like 6. Last time I checked, we were 6k XP away. We might be less than that now. I don't exactly know. But you know, that'll be a cool milestone to hit. Cool. That's got to be the last one, right? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, that was more fun than I expected. Definitely not the worst one. Oh, it teleported me. Cool. All right, that was not the worst one. I definitely I missed one. What did I exactly miss for not getting that then? Oh, just this extra stuff. I'll probably go back to do that later. But I want to do the combat one. This is probably the one that's the most interesting, or the most, useful. I've heard some things. I've heard it wasn't like
Hey, ready to do some
the easiest thing.
All you gotta do.
But I know there's no platinum, so I have no idea what exactly we need to do. Like, is there a specific thing we got to do? Does it give us? Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. Version reactions. Got it. Oh, it's a setup. I remember this. Oh my god, I remember this. Basically, you have to like get as much as you can here, and then you gotta bring it over there. So I think we'll go ×4. That's probably like that's the level in it. I think we'll go ×4. Now this does say version, but obviously, oh, we have Nahida for free. Never mind. I was gonna say version is kind of something I don't really have, but we can probably just do this, right? Well, actually, I think I'd want Farina later for HP increase or decrease, because that'll very much benefit me. So another Hydro character, so probably just him. I guess we go with that. And then HP increase or decrease, we'll just go Escoffier, Farina, Nuvolet. That seems to be the best. So yeah, we'll just try this. Obviously, oh, actually, no, we don't even need Xingqiu. The enemies are Hydro Slimes. I completely forgot. Well, he's here. He's not going to be any use.
Rain, wrath from the sky! Try and stop me!
I see everything. Temple of Wisdom.
Shadow of the past, mind to command.
Yeah, I didn't need to bring him. I could have brought Yansan. Yansan would have done better. Yansan would have been a better choice.
Burn it down! Light up the
But it is what it is.
Sharing my knowledge.
I got him corner.
Yonsong would have just buffed Peach more because he swings around so much, and her whole thing is the movement aspect, right? So if we don't manage to get this, I can literally, like switch the team up. I got to level 3, so that's fine. I do think more Pyro would have been better. You know what? That's not bad. We'll just continue because Farina Nuvolet, Escoffier, Shillelagh is an incredibly strong team. So, like, there's no reason that this won't work, right? We do need 4,000 points. I have been playing this team quite a lot, just as a team that I enjoy playing, so I'm pretty used to it. So yeah, I mean, obviously, and the enemies are level 70, right? They're not gonna be that hard. We probably have this. I mean, this is one of my strongest teams as well. So I'd be surprised if I couldn't do this specific challenge. Like, the version doesn't play into me, but literally every other part does. Considering I've invested so much into Farina Nuvolet. I think they're literally dying so fast. I'm spending a lot of time without having enemies to kill. But we're gonna make this. We're at 3,700 already. I might try the harder one, but I want to do all the stages first. I'm not too worried. Like, if I can do this. If I can clear it all on ×4 multiplier, I'm not too worried, right? I think that's all the rewards, right? So going higher doesn't really make much sense if you can get all the rewards by doing it like that. So this Geo for first half, and then Bloom. So Geo is not something that I have, so I'm gonna have to make something up. And Bloom is also something that I don't have, but I think I could finagle a Bloom team better than I could Geo, because like my highest level Geo character is Kachina, and you know what? I can put Kachina in here. Does Kachina make sense? I don't think Kachina can buff Geo. Really, my first thought here is just like Overload, but with Navia, which I suppose it doesn't really matter. I mean, that doesn't really make much sense considering our enemies. And Geo does make a lot of sense for this. Pyro, Hydro, Electro Slimes. Cryo would do kind of good, so maybe we bring Sitlolly. I would bring Skirk, but well, I guess I could bring Skirk actually. And then I'd want a Cryo or a Hydro Applier. Technically Nuvolet or Farina would be best, but I think we'll do Xingqiu. And we're just gonna do like a double DPS team with Skirk and Navia. I think that would work. And then we just need Dendro. We need Bloom here. So maybe a Nuvi. I'm gonna assume just a Nuvi Bloom team would work. In terms of Dendro, I don't really have any like good off-field Dendro options. So Baiju is one of my best. I could bring Kainari, maybe. You know, we'll bring Kale. She's the main, like, you know, she's on the freaking, she's part of the team. She's on Deepwood. What is Baiju on? He's on healing set. That's fine. I did just get Baiju C1 from the free stake. Yeah, you know what? We'll try this. Why not? Why not? We'll just try this, see how it works. I don't know if it'll be any good, but like Navi is literally the only Geo option I have because she's the free character. She's the only option that I have. I don't know like what Navi usually does, but I brought Skirk, so it shouldn't be that bad either. Like, Skirk is a very strong character, so let's this. Just reset everything. Yeah, we got to level 3. That's what we got to last time. Like this one is just kind of terrible for me. I don't particularly have a good Geo character. I can't add anything to Navia, right? I can't add anything to the trial Navia, especially because I don't really know how Navia works either. So that's not useful, right? But
A bitter pill to swallow, taking a turn for the better. Settle down. The time's beckoning.
guess we will just bloom them to death. I have no idea how well this is gonna work because I don't play Newbie Bloom like this is like half the damage. Oh my god, I did not know that there were Hydro enemies here. That is terrible. That is a problem. I did not know that these were here. I didn't know that most of the enemies were those. So that's not gonna work. First half worked fine. I can keep Farina. Like there's no reason to get rid of Farina. Could bring Tainari. I don't know how Tainari is set up actually. What is he? What are we looking at? Obviously, first half isn't pretty. Oh, I get to go right here. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Remember, health comes. Tell me what you see. Farewell. And shroud. Yeah. I'll uproot you.
But just got his burst back. That's good.
Time to say hello. Not too far now. Can't see.
I didn't know where they were spawned. I couldn't see them.
Nip that in the butt.
Like, obviously, Farina doesn't do much damage against these guys, but
Mind the sun. One with the force.
like as long as we finagle
Remember.
I mean, Tainari's working. I don't know if this is going to be very useful.
I'll uproot you.
I don't know if this is going to be really that possible.
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
I mean, obviously, and you know, Farina only works here because I have Baiju on the team. Without Baiju, this wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't think this is very much possible for me. I just don't have the I don't have the characters for that one. That sucks. Like, yeah, I don't have the characters for that. I hate that. Like, I can't even get the 2,000 points, man. A Night Soul, high frequency attacks, and then just Hydro, I guess. I guess the best thing here, I don't need Chaska. I don't think I'm gonna use Chaska. I think we'll do a Varesa Overload and then we'll just do Nuvolet again. You know, just do Varesa Overload and then do Nuvolet. I think that this will work better. I think I'll go back and try the second one myself. Bloom is just not something that I have, right?
Rise with the sun.
You asked for. Born first.
Wrath from the sky.
Heads up. It's justice o'clock. Headbutt. Charge. Stop right there. Hands where I can control breathing. Start the clock.
Pyroclastic surge.
Yeah. Charge. Yeah. Oof. It's justice o'clock. Yeah.
Light it up.
Drop your weapons. Justice will come faster, stronger. On my mark.
Light of the blazing sun.
Where's the thing? Hello.
Headbutt.
Varesa just still doesn't seem to lock onto these guys. Nope, I didn't do that.
Here are we coming.
Well, we got a higher buff than normal. We got buff 4. Yeah, we'll go with it. Sure. Man, it sucks that Dendro one didn't work, but like Dendro is literally my Achilles heel right now. It is terrible. Also, apparently, is this gonna be a single target room? It's gonna suck for this team. Eh,
Bow your head.
they're only level freaking 70, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, there's multiple. There's multi. No, that's fine. We got multi-target here too. See, this shouldn't be a problem. Hydro is something I'm very much invested in. I have a Mualani I'm not using. Like, I can do Hydro. I honestly forgot Mualani existed. But I don't know. That Ninja one sucks, dude. Like, I wish that they'd given trial characters for both sides, but they just didn't. And I don't really like. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. I mean, I bet you if you have Nefer and Alma, or it's just one of them, that's probably one of the easiest. Oh my god, we barely got that. We had 10 seconds left. But I bet if you have Nefer or Alma or both, like that's probably very easy. And then we have this one. What is this one? Freeze and then Electro Charged. Okay. Lunar Charged, my fucking arch nemesis. Okay, Frozen. I mean, I could do. Well, I'm kind of curious what the Skirk build is. Hold on. Let's see what the Skirk is on. Finale of the Deep with her artifacts set at C0. 57, 151, 140. I wonder how that compares. 57, 151. But then if we compare that to mine. What are my characters? 40, 160. I mean, that's not like the word. I mean, it's 57, 151. I have 40, 161. Yeah, mine's a little worse. Same ER though. At fucking mine's also only level 80. Counts are 166 and 888. I mean, I can assume that theirs would be better, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna do freaking. Where does this go? Here we go. We're just gonna do that, I guess. Oh, this is Electro Charge actually. Do I want Farina over there or do I want Farina over here? I mean, Electro Charge is probably gonna have to be carried, so it might be better to do Farina over here actually. So if we just swap her for Xingqiu, this should be fine. Another Hydro character might be worth to take another Hydro character because I don't know if Xingqiu is gonna get his ER back. I guess we'll see. It's not that big of a deal. And then over here we'll do, I guess, Nuvolette Electro Charge just with not that one. These two. That should work. I wonder if you can do Sethos Electro Charged. I realized I built Sethos and just like haven't used them like at all. Okay, okay, so the main question here is Xingqiu enough for Does Xingqiu have enough ER to support himself, or do we need to like swap him out for? Do we need to swap Sitlolly out for? You know, do we need to swap Sitlolly out for that other guy? What's his name? Dahlia. That's it.
Get to work. You two.
So the reason I say Dahlia is because the way I use Skirk, or the weapon I use for Skirk, you need a shielder, and Dahlia is another Hydra unit that applies, you know, shield. So he's a way easier character to get Hydro particles with, and so instead of Sitlolly, I just use Dahlia. Yep, level 3 brush, or level 3 buff. That's fine. That's typically what I got. So this is going to be interesting. My newbie Electro Charge team, which is this, isn't that good.
Use the force authorized. Go! You're free now.
Midnight fantastic.
Bow your head. The tides beckon. Use the force authorized.
Like, this specific team is not that good. But it's basically what I have, you know?
Time to shine.
Tell me what you see. Farewell.
Oz reveal.
It's really the only option I have if I want to do Electro Charge. I don't particularly have anything else. I have tried Veressa Electro Charge, but I don't have the healing to support that. I tried that with Farina, but I don't have the healing to support that. And ow. I don't have a good healer for that. I don't know why I did it. I did skill and then I did merciful, so that was pretty useless.
Time to say hello. Farewell.
Shower me with praise. Time to
Well, at least we reached 2,000 here.
midnight, fantastic.
Let the mighty be.
Yeah, that's not the worst. We got all the prima gems here. I'm definitely gonna have to go back and play around with the Dendro one in order to see if I can get,
Use of force authorized.
if I can manage to get to at least 2,000 there. But you know what? That's good enough for me. I don't particularly care. And then we have Thunderstorm approaching and healing reserve. I guess this was going to be basically in healing and pure electro, maybe, or like maybe hyper bloom. But now we get to do the fun part, which is collect all the rewards out of the menu. Okay, here we go. I don't know if we're gonna have enough to get Kale, but it's whatever. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. This one has 6 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, because I messed up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the most fun part, I definitely think the combat was the most fun. 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I definitely think the combat one was the most fun. They typically are. So, you know, but I don't know. This one was also fun. I really like the puzzle one. This one is kind of whatever, but it's acceptable. You know, it's not bad. Nice. Do we have? We do. That was just enough to get Kale up to 790, and we need 750. So grab all that, and then boom. Kale constellation. That's my first Kale constellation. So that's very cool. All right, Kale get. That's nice. Obviously finishing it up won't be too hard. There's still stuff to do, you know. I might do the character like the story quest. I'm not too sure yet. Yeah, that's actually really good. That's really good. Energy is a little bit of a struggle on her, especially solo Dendro. That's actually a really good constellation. Well, that's the event. It's fun. I definitely like it. I definitely think the combat is the most fun. But combat, if in an event like this where there's multiple parts to it, the combat is typically the most enjoyable aspect, at least to me. Pure combat events are also really fun. Like as long as it's good combat, especially because a lot of the combat events you get to think about them like a puzzle, and that's a lot of fun to do. Yeah, I definitely think the combat is the best. I really like the puzzle one. The puzzle one is actually really fun. I do think this is kind of meh, but it's not bad, right? It's not bad, and that's a win. Overall, very good event. I'm actually liking this. Obviously, the story I think I might do as well. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But overall, I'd give this like a 8 out of 10. You know, if like a 10 out of 10 is like a perfect event where everything is really fun, then this I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. Right? It's still it is a really fun event. None of the parts of it are bad by any means. You know, unlike something like the Mikawa Flower Festival, where the actual game modes were really fun, but it took so long to get to them that it just kind of ruined the entire thing. Like I should remember my Mikawa Flower Festival video, the title or the title of it is "It took 40 minutes to get to the games in Mikawa Flower Festival" or something like that. It was egregious. It was terrible. It was 40 minutes. It was bad. Ignore the quests. I have a ton of quests to do. We don't talk about it. Especially in Sumeru. I don't like Sumeru that much, so I don't explore it very often. Especially the desert. I like the jungle a lot, but I don't like the desert that much. But yeah, anyway, that's the event. I really liked it. Let me know what you think, obviously. I like I said, I think the combat is the best part. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you maybe Wednesday. I'm not sure. There's not really much going on aside from this. Um, so yeah, I don't really have a plan or anything, but I don't know, maybe something will happen. And I don't know what I'm doing for weekly recap. I don't want to do artifacts again. I did that 2 weeks in a row. Um, but I also kind of don't want to do ley lines, so maybe I'll figure something out, like a character to farm for or something, or I'll farm for various characters or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you maybe Wednesday, but for sure Friday for actually week 52 of weekly recap. Like week 52 of weekly recap. That's a year, right? Um, that's very cool. Oh, we're going down. So yeah, a year of weekly recaps is literally this week. So that's very cool. So yeah, I'll see you then. Have a good week, I guess. Yeah, have a good week. I will see you at some point. I'll see you Friday for sure.